don't teach on webinars. I know that might sound fucking insane for you to hear as a creator, but give me 3 minutes and I'm gonna completely fucking change your mind. The link is gonna be down in the description, by the way, as well, to book a call with me after I've changed your mind. Now, here's the thing. I think both you and me can agree that the best way for you to help someone is working with them directly, right? Like them buying your offer is the best way for you to help them. And if it's not, then you're selling the wrong fucking offer. You should make your offer better. But if your offer is generally the best way for people to actually, get help, let's say you're doing real estate. Like if you're building like a house, the best way is obviously to get your help on building the house. Otherwise, they'll lose like fucking millions of dollars, 500K, 200K, like all their savings. They will fuck up a lot in their life. Now, if that's the best way to help people, then just by logic, getting to that point by any means necessary should be the goal for any kind of offer, And the reason we want to do that is because, like, I believe it's much easier for a creator to help someone when they actually get to spend time with them, like actually, like even if it's just group coaching or even if you have like coaches, like if they're sitting on their own and trying to figure it out, they will fuck up on so many other parameters because there are other things like mental blocks that they might have as well that you can't really solve. So if you go into that logic for a webinar and you teach people something, you give them a lot of value and then try to pitch them, like they will already think in their mind that they can do this without you, and then try and then fuck up. So you're purposely almost like giving them like the confidence, but without actually telling them how to do it. And when you do that, people start doing shit on their own. Like I had a webinar for a client which got a lot of bad rep because we shared too much value. And then people tried and people fucked up, and like the creator got a lot of bad rap, and they said, "Oh, it says bad information," and the info part really didn't have anything to do with it. It's just the implementation of the actual people watching the webinar. So in that case, what you want to do on a webinar is you want to actually just disguise expectation setting, objection handling, and like basically like framing people as teaching, which means you're telling them what to do, why to do it, but you're not telling them how to do it. For example, if I'm gonna tell people to do the same thing that I did when I started out was, okay, you send messages on, or you send Instagram messages, Instagram looms to creators that have 500 to 50K followers, usually in that ball range. And you need to do it because the creator economy is growing, and sending them this way is extremely good, and that's how you do it. I'm telling them what to do, and I'm telling them why they should do it, but I'm not saying this is the message you send. Here is where to find the creators. Here is what to do if they don't reply. I'm not telling them any of that because that's the how. I'm only giving them what and why to do it. And when you do that, people feel like they're getting value, but you have really, really, really clear points on to pitch. Because, like, if I tell you, you should send messages to creators, here's why you should do it, here's how many messages to send, the obvious next question is, well, how does the message look? And you set up a really clear, like wave that goes directly into the pitch from that. And if you disguise it well enough, people won't realize. And also, if you ask for permission to pitch on the webinar, for example, you say, by the way, can I show you a way to do this? Now that you know this, can I show you a way to do it with me? And if people say yes, no one can complain about pitching in the chat because they agreed to it, So if you do that, then you have a kind of a bulletproof way almost to pitch, to frame the pitch, to set up the pitch, and also to build clear points where you can actually pitch on, instead of just fucking trying to do like some fucking weird like AI kind of transition, or like some weird like transition with a lot of complicated words. And try to like hide it in people's mind. Like if you just disguise your pitching, if you just disguise the value as value, and then you just ask for permission to pitch, and then you have clear value once to pitch on, like no one will complain. Like I don't think I've had a person complain in the chat on one of my webinars for literally like 4 months. And during those 4 months, I've probably done like 20-25 webinars. So now you see, like when this starts to actually like ramp up, it becomes really huge fast. So yeah, and this also, like, you gotta remember, this also translates really, really well into cold, into ads, into people that don't know you, much more than organic does. Because if you're pitching, or if you don't have a clear point to pitch on, And you move from organic, where people know you and people trust you and buy because it's you, to cold, where people might buy because more of the product, and they can't spend the same amount of time that you're with you that organic people have. Then you need to have a much more dialed in slide deck and much more clear things to actually pitch on. Otherwise, people will just like tell you to fuck off. So like, that's basically everything. I hope that if you're watching this as a creator, either you're going to the description and actually start working with me, or if you already have a team that's not doing this, I would suggest switching them out because they should know this. But if you're planning on doing webinars, then I mean, just implement this, and your webinars will most likely hit the first time. Like, I haven't had a failed first launch for a client since November, early December last year. So webinars are easy as long as you know what to do.